Need for Speed Unbound is bringing a brand new style to the Need for Speed series. It's changing quite a bit up, so is it actually worth pre-ordering? Is it worth buying? Let's get into what we know so far. The first thing that can't go unnoticed is the styling. Hopping into a new look that combines realistic looking graphics to the cars and streets while adding an anime/artistic style that helps emphasize things the car is doing in the game. It looks like the characters in the game keep this styling too, which makes for an interesting look. It does seem a bit controversial, the styling in this game. Some people love it, some people hate it. I absolutely love it. I think it's really dope. Some people get super snobby with racing games and they want ultra hyper realistic gaming, but you got to remember the Need for Speed game is meant to be more of an arcade style game. It's kind of funny. It's almost like the opposite of Need for Speed Most Wanted, where they used hyper realistic looking characters by using real actors in the game, to now they have realistic looking cars in the game and then like cartoony anime style characters. The styling really reminds me of like modern day rap videos with like the scribbling, editing and stuff over the screen, which makes sense since ASAP Rocky is like the main ambassador and dude in the game.
I put it to you like this. You dust me in this, I'll let you have that.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the map. Of course, being Need for Speed, it's taking it to the streets, but it did seem to hint at a little bit of track footage too. Featured in the fictional Lakeshore City, this to me looks to be inspired by New York or an East Coast type feel. Big city vibes with a lot of the shots being at night. I really hope we get a lot of that good daytime, nighttime mix, similar to Heat where you can flip between day and night. Looking at the map, there is a ton to explore and it seems there is a heavy emphasis on car meets. With the storm drain in Spiral Heights to the reveal trailer showing multiple short clips of what seems to be car meets, this is pretty cool. It's definitely been done before in games, but nobody has really been able to nail what car meets feel like and how they should play out in a video game. So I'm excited for this, but it is kind of, I don't know, it's make or break. Another thing I saw that I really liked was the ability to go from the streets out to the mountains and be driving down the hill or drifting and cruising while seeing the skyline. I think it's an awesome dynamic to be able to drive into the streets, do some street racing, but also to be go out of the city, go up some mountains and do a completely different style of driving. It's such a good idea. Customization. Customization is my favorite part in car video games, and I think Need for Speed does it almost better than anybody else out there. They really shine when it comes to this part. This game doesn't seem to slack either. If anything, this might be the most customizable Need for Speed yet. However, it's not just your car getting customized. They seem to be putting a heavy emphasis on your character and styling and streetwear and how you represent yourself in the game, which I think is cool. It's fun, but I'm not like super crazy about what shoes I'm wearing in the game.
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
That's just me though. Another cool part is the customization of tire smoke. Effects your car puts off while using speed boosts or jumps. That's an entire new area to dabble in. In the best way possible, it's kind of like Need for Speed meets Rocket League. Again, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just all the car customization that you can do that's like that cartoony effect. Some people, again, they really are hoping that you can toggle it on and off. I don't care. I want it on. I think it's neat. Now getting into the actual car customization. It didn't disappoint, that's for sure. Bumper deletes, fender flares, running different color wheels on the front and the back, running aero discs on the car, slamming them, running camber. You know, all the stuff Need for Speed lets us do that other games don't. Now it looks like there's some unique mods too. Like we have LEDs all crossed out on the headlights, grills that go over the headlights, kits I've never seen on cars before, and some things like that. Nothing that's too off the wall or like makes it too cartoony. I think it's a good addition. Gameplay. All right, so we only got like a minute, a little over a minute for the reveal trailer, but the gameplay looks promising. Cops are still in there, which is cool. It's became like a Need for Speed staple at this point. Again, street racing is here and it looks like there's some track stuff, but it also looks like you might have the ability to bet your car when racing or bet different amounts of money when you go into the race, which I think is kind of unique and that's pretty fun too. All right, so the game additions. Looks like we have a release date of December 2nd. Thank you. I appreciate this so much. I'm so tired of seeing a game and then getting hyped for it and then realizing that it's coming out in 2 years. This is in 2 months. That I can handle. It'll be on PS5, Xbox, and PC. The just regular edition is going to be $69.99. But then there's the Palace edition. Now the Palace edition is going to be $79.99. What's the Palace Edition? Well, I'm glad you asked. Comes with 4 custom cars, a clothing pack, driving effect, decals, and a license plate, character pose, and banner artwork. Is that worth the extra $10? I don't know. If you're into that, maybe. Now, they did state there will be additional content released after the game is out that's free. So we'll be getting some DLC that's free that you don't need to pay for. But I'm sure down the road, we are going to be getting some DLC that you're going to have to pay for. It's just kind of common nowadays. Not the biggest fan of it, but it has its place, I guess. Now, should you pre-order this game? That's the question. This pre-order will get you a couple bonus items. It's going to get you an additional driving effect pack, decals, license plate, banner artwork, stickers, and $150,000.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
In game, of course.
I want to know.
Now, I'm not the biggest advocate for telling people to pre-order games or suggesting it, since games have been released and they're super buggy, unplayable, and you're essentially buying a game before it's even out if you know it's going to be any good. So it's a bit of a tough call. So if you're iffy about this art style, or when you watch the trailer you didn't get all the butterflies in your stomach, maybe just hold off. They did announce that there will be another trailer again soon. You can watch that one, or just wait till the game comes out. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to be make or break if you don't get those pre-order items. People will release reviews immediately, and then you can buy the game. Now, I won't lie to you guys. I did pre-order the game because I absolutely fell in love with this game when I seen this first reveal trailer. I watched it a bunch of times because I think the art styling is so cool. I think it's a nice refresher to the Need for Speed series, but not only that, but to racing games in general. I'm so tired of games coming out and they're just a reskin of another game, and this one feels new. It feels different, and it seems like it's just going to be a new experience, and I'm so excited for that. But what do you think about Need for Speed so far? Comment down below. I'm going to read every single comment and respond to you guys. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. It seems like it's been a little bit mixed, but most people are super hyped about it. And then, as long as I have you here, I'm streaming every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm playing Need for Speed Most Wanted on PlayStation 2 because I've never played that game. I know somehow I missed it. I don't know how I missed it, but that's why I'm going back and I'm playing through the whole game. We're having a blast on there. The next live stream is actually, if I don't get first place in a race, I have to eat the hottest chip in the world. I know, I'm an idiot. So come hang out. Super fun. Again, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Appreciate you guys watching the video. We'll talk to you later.